Hi.
Welcome to whatever this campaign is.
Chaos.
Chaos. Chaos campaign.
Mhm.
Um so let's just run a quick recap. Last session, you guys decided to mess with the high elf some more after discussing about leaving town, but instead of leaving town right away, you decide to take care of some unfinished business with this high elf. Sitting at the table in the tavern discussing a plan of what to do with this high elf and how to make his life as miserable as possible. Um, you went to the library. Phaedra tried to look for the book of the blank titled, no words on the cover, pages ripped out. Couldn't find the book in the library. Found out the book was in the wizard's house when casting locate object. Um, Call messed with the high elf a little bit, talking to him and just trying to make him look stupid. Ugh. Which the high elf didn't care. It was just like, okay, whatever you say. Um, Went to the wizard's house, opened the door by using a familiar pixie from William, as William tagged along with Phaedra, wondering what's going on. Um, got into the house, went upstairs, and went into a bedroom. Found the book, pocketed, and turned around to see two sets of suited armors, and seen that one of the suited armors moved to shut the door, which ended up combat. Um, Instead of killing or being killed in combat, you ran off. You didn't get chased by the suit of armors. They kind of just resetted and back into their positions. Um, Decided to check out the basement. Sent the imp into the basement to see if there was anything else that was dangerous. There was not. Um, Opened the door, went into the basement, found papers of what seems to be writing in Elvish of test logs of trying to fuse spells together into one. Um, with more thorough investigation, you find a baby chimera locked up in a cage. The dragon face has a muzzle, and was severely wounded. Gaining the small trust from the chimera and letting it out and feeding it, Phaedra got hit by a fireball because the wizard noticed something was wrong and left the library, where Call and Ragnar followed after him, but kind of got into a little discussion. Call got hit by a spell that she couldn't see and basically couldn't continue on and went back to the tavern. Ragnar and Azzy proceeded to try to search for the high elf. Took a lot longer than they wanted. Um, and yeah, Phaedra got hit by a fireball, instantly went down. Um, Started to set his house on fire, locking William into the basement with the chimera to basically kill William in the fire of the house. Um, Ragnar finally came and, as he killed the wizard, brought Phaedra back up, let William out of the basement where they walked and exited. Phaedra saw the chimera, didn't like the dragon head, and wanted to kill it, and attack it, which William put him to sleep, falling unconscious, and Ragnar picked Phaedra up and noticed that Phaedra's teeth has gotten sharper and bigger. And that's where we left and we'll pick up. So you're outside this house that is now currently burning, you can see the magical effect of it being invisible, no longer sustained. You can see the cabin house, the 2-story cabin house, up in flames as the fire continues to burn, even with the elf being dead. Ragnar's kind of holding the body, and William, you're just kind of chilling next to the chimera and call your at the tavern. How long does sleep last?
An
hour?
I think like an hour, pretty much.
Sleep.
It's not super duper long. Yeah. Oh, it's
No.
a minute.
Yeah, it's a minute.
That's good enough.
Okay.
Well,
Ragnar's just kind of holding and looks over
All
at you,
right.
William. It's just like, what? What do you think we should do? I don't know. Just head back to the tavern, I guess.
Yes. Yes. What are you gonna do about the whole kind of crazy part over there? Because
Azzy, are you talking about? Or the
I'm not
party?
talking about
Still the-
Phaedra. Kind
Oh,
of
Phaedra.
charged at it. I did not expect anything like that.
I did not expect anything like that either.
All right. Deal with it as it comes then.
I don't know. I think we should just get back to the tavern and kind of just walks with you. Are you following?
Yeah.
Okay. The chimera kind of just follows a little bit next to you. Keeping a distance a bit. And yeah, you start to walk back to the tavern. It's a while walk, so Phaedra, you do wake up because the minute is up. And you see that you're being held, and you see Ragnar as you wake up. And your mouth kind of feels weird. It's like trying to get used to something. Basically, that kind of feeling. It's like it takes you a minute to try to position your mouth to close it all the way. So that's weird.
Did I see William do that to me?
I believe so. Yeah, you would have seen William cast a spell and then fell unconscious.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
for the positions.
I'm gonna stay as limp as possible.
Are you still asleep? Are you like pretending to be asleep?
Kind of barely crack my eyes at all and kind of look around a little bit without moving my head.
Okay. What would we roll with this because I'm pretty sure you don't want Ragnar or William to notice that you're awake.
Yeah.
Stealth?
Stealth? Oh boy. Okay.
Sleight of eye.
Sleight of eye.
And I'll just use William's and Ragnar's passive.
So stealth?
Perception. Yes.
Okay. 21.
21. Ragnar does not notice, and I'm pretty sure William does not notice either. With your passives.
I'm not against my passive, but I do know the durations of my own spells.
Yeah. So, make a perception check.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Wait.
Because you do know your durations of the sleep spell, but it also could still make him unconscious. 16?
Oh,
no,
wait.
you can't.
Oh, that's +6. Sorry. My perception. I only rolled the d20.
Okay, then you notice that he's awake. You see his eye kind of open a little bit, looking all around. Ragnar does not notice and continues walking.
So I'm just gonna kind of walk up to Ragnar and like, you could stop carrying him. You can walk now.
Are you sure?
He's awake.
I just opened my eyes at this point.
Okay. Kind of,
Morning.
like Ragnar
Sorry.
puts you down.
Well, do I see my target?
Yeah, you see the chimera.
Good night.
It's keeping a distance, but
Mhm.
it's there.
How far? 30 feet?
Yeah, about 30 feet.
Produce flame.
Onto
Alright,
it?
you're going
Yep.
back to sleep.
Who gets done first?
Let me see. I don't think you hit with sleep. You just roll.
Yeah, I
5d8.
think it just kind of happens. I mean, how much?
You
Health
rolled
do you have?
5d8s. Just
So,
roll the 28.
28.
Mhm.
Vader, what's your thing?
Oh, I'm down to 11 right now, so.
Oh. Yeah, so you fall back unconscious, fall back to sleep, and Ragnar just
Ragnar? What is his
sighs.
deal?
What was that?
Well, Ragnar, what is his deal?
I don't know what his deal is. This is Ragnar's voice now.
Oh boy.
I
didn't
don't
notice
know.
change. I don't know what's wrong with that.
I don't know what's wrong with him. Just seems to be off about the creature. I don't know if it's a good idea to keep it around. Probably to take care of it and fix up its wounds and then let it go.
If it happens again, I will not be using magic to put him down. Please, keep him away from the creature. It is wounded, and it does not know what's happening. Anything comes to that creature, I will do double to him.
Alright, let's not try to get... Let's not attack each other. Definitely not my friend Phaedra. Kind of picks Phaedra back up. But let's just try to get to the tavern, and I'll start heading. You stay back, and he walks ahead. How far back are you gonna wait until following?
Guess I'll stand back like solid 90 to 100 feet, I guess.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So continue on. The minute comes up. Phaedra, you're back awake. Are you trying to hide that you're asleep again, or?
No.
Okay, so, Ragnar notices that you wake up. Is like, oh, hey, here, and puts you back down. I suggest that you don't attack the creature, because William said if you attack it, he might put you down. And other means of rather than sleeping, and I don't want that. All I want for this creature is it to get healed and eat something, and then it can go on its way. That's it. So
If that thing comes anywhere near me, I will attack it and anybody who protects it.
Oh, all right.
And that rage has never left his eyes.
Ragnar's uncomfortable with this. let's just get to the tavern where Call is and see if we can try to handle the situation of having the creature leave as soon as possible.
Mm.
Just come on, and he kind of like gestures you, like have his hand like on your back, like having you go forward to the tavern. It's just like, don't look behind you, just keep on going.
Yeah, you're gonna have to push a little bit.
Yeah, he's pushing.
Okay.
What is his strength? He has a +1 to strength, so yeah, he's doing well. Yeah, so you continue on, and you soon enter the tavern. It's quite busy. There are some new patrons, kind of drinking and eating, and you do see the female bartender kind of cleaning cups and serving, and kind of just working, um, getting meals out, filling up drinks, and taking orders. Um, yeah. Call, where are you?
Probably somewhere in the somewhere not in my room, basically. So
So at the bar
probably
or
at
at a
the bar.
table? Okay.
At the bar with everyone around me just sliding away.
Um. Yeah. It's been so busy that the female bartender couldn't get to you right away, and she makes her way over. It's like, oh, I am sorry about that. Can I get you anything? Water, food, anything to drink?
Hmm. I just need a moment to think for a minute.
Oh, okay. Take your time. Um, Strangely enough, as everyone's creeped out by you, she doesn't seem to mind. She doesn't really care.
Alright.
Yeah, and then you see her quickly just walk off to go and finish any orders or put in anything that she needs to do. Um yeah, so Phaedra and Ragnar walks in. Call, you can see them come in. And there's no spots at the bar. The bar is completely full, so either stand around or whatever.
Head somewhere else. You said I noticed them coming in?
Yeah, you do notice
Okay.
the two walk in, and looking at Ragnar, you as yourself, you can sense emotions easily. Um Ragnar seems uncomfortable
Yeah, okay.
and a little worried.
I get up and walk over.
Oh, hey,
What,
kind of have a situation.
what dastardly thing did you do that caused this?
Well, good news is the high elf is dealt with. Uh,
And of course, the bad news.
uh, hey, Phaedra, can you just open your mouth for a second? There's also bad news relying to that, but can you just show Call the new feature you have?
It's basically like a growl with teeth.
Yeah. So you can see Call the change of the bigger and sharper teeth that Phaedra now has.
Now what caused this?
I don't know what caused that to like happen to Phaedra, but we we found a creature. I don't think Ragnar ever got the name of the
I
creature,
don't
so
think so.
he's just gonna describe it to you.
Yeah.
It has a lion, a goat, and a dragon's head, and a snake tail, and wings.
Can I roll to see if I've ever heard of what this might be?
Yeah, history.
Alright. I think I have I might have a decent history. Oh yeah, +6. That's not bad.
Let's see. Healing for Phaedra.
9.
9.
Of course, whenever I have a ridiculous bonus, not a ridiculous bonus, but whenever I have a decent bonus, I always roll anything from 1 to 3 and nothing greater.
You you recognize a creature like that? You know it's called a chimera, and that's all. You don't know its historical purpose,
yeah.
where it came from, stuff like that. You just know the
It's called a
description.
chimera. All right.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, and that kind of Phaedra doesn't really like it.
I can tell that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Where is cure wounds? Okay, me because cure wounds. I'm gonna give one to Phaedra and one to Call.
What how what prevented you from just acting on that rage?
William.
No.
He quite literally
Well-
put me to sleep twice.
Well, that's what
11 points to you, Phaedra. 8 plus 3, and 5 points
Oh.
to you, Call.
Oh boy, 5 points.
As
That's actually a third of the health that I lost. So
yeah, as you see Ragnar kind of put a hand on Phaedra and kind of reach over to you, Call, to also just lightly tap your shoulder and move.
just
A
poke,
pinky touch.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Phaedra, I'm assuming you cannot be reasoned with in this.
That thing comes near me, I will kill it.
All right. Well, in that case, I would like to request that either you stay here, while either I alone or Ragnar joining me goes out to speak with William, or you go, I don't know, to some secluded location where it won't irk you as much.
I'm just gonna turn around without saying a word and head up to my room.
Okay. Yeah, you go
Thank
to
you.
your room. What is it? What is my brain? Delta stays with Ragnar, and you Call, rather than following Phaedra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Am I
Delta-
less frightening than Phaedra now?
No, Delta isn't near you. It's more she's more near whatever. Ragnar, yeah. My brain, please, names.
Working.
It's only been a week since we haven't
Yeah,
played.
It's been
2
It's
weeks.
been a week. 2 weeks.
Yeah, so what are you doing? Leaving and going to find William, or
I'm gonna just gonna leave the building and go find William.
okay, Ragnar's gonna tag along with you. William, were you heading towards the tavern, or were you going to a different place?
More or less, I guess I was probably just waiting in general vicinity of the tavern. I mean, I was not too far behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so call you walk out, take a few steps, about like 35, and then you like notice kind of William kind of off the side chilling, and you see and kind of off next, yeah, you see the chimera, and it's keeping a distance from William, but just kind of looking around and laying down low, and you see the dragon head does still have a muzzle onto it. Walking up to William, you notice Delta kind of growl, and kind of stay low. Like, if this thing attacks or does anything, then Delta will also attack it, and yeah. Protection blink dog. And outside of player, it's a fae, and this creature is
Yeah.
fae don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I know how that goes.
Yep. And yeah, you approach William, and kind of Ragnar stays to the side if he needs to jump in. And as he's just behind Ragnar.
I'm just gonna position myself in between everybody else and like the little chimera.
I am distinctly making myself like I don't have weapons. I don't have like I'm just kind of there kind of thing. That's I'm trying to make myself as unthreatening as possible. Not just for the chimera, but mostly for William.
the only two that looks threatening is Delta and Azzy.
Yeah. Well, I'm not to believe that you found that chimera
Yes.
somewhere. Yes. And I also have been told that Phaedra is not a tremendous fan of it.
I've found that one out.
Will you at least be reasoned with?
I would like to know for what ends this reasoning would take, because I have specific opinions on this.
I do not desire for that creature to die.
That is
If
good.
that is what you're afraid of.
That is one of the things that I wish not to happen to it.
I don't want conflict as of now. Especially not between the group. What is it you entirely plan to do with this creature?
Help him. He was in that basement for I don't know how long. He has nobody else.
All right.
I have a way that I feel that can make this better, and also keep there from being conflict.
Explain yourself.
I have many familiars. I have made contracts with many of them. When they bind themselves to me, I offer them arcane protection and allow them to blink off to a demi's plane of their own whenever they are in danger. And I think that in order to properly keep him from any harm from being out in the wild, but also keep him from causing problems with Phaedra, I could induct him into becoming one.
Well, it is just a beast, is it not?
I have creatures bound to me that are not beasts. There's not really any specific.
Well, you said you signed contracts, yes?
Well, that more
Does
or
it have
less.
fingers to sign?
It's not a physical signature. It's a bond.
But you understand what I mean, though, correct?
Yes, I'm understanding you. It's just I don't think you're quite understanding the means by which I make these.
Trust me, I understand the bindings of a contract. I have written more contracts than you ever will.
Great.
Trust me, I know what they are. But also, let me put it this way. It is well, I believe you mentioned it was a child. One of you did. Should it not be allowed to make its own decisions? Would you prefer to be locked away into a prison and then released and locked away into another prison where you have a little bit more freedom, but ultimately you cannot escape? Or,
Speak carefully.
let me finish.
No,
Let me
absolutely not.
finish.
Speak. Please do.
Or just let it think on its own. If it is intelligent enough, then let it make its own decisions. If it is so simple that it cannot understand, well, maybe not the bindings of a contract, but the fact that it will never be able to, or only under specific circumstances, be able to break that contract, perhaps it may not be the wisest idea to place it under these circumstances. Ultimately, Phaedra cannot be reasoned with. He has made that evident. And you also have made yourself very stubborn in this. If you still wish to keep that creature, I have no quarrels with it. But I do not wish for anyone, you, that creature, Phaedra, Ragnar, me, any of us, to be injured or even killed by another one of our members because of something that could have been so easily avoided. If you are adamant, which I believe you are, about this decision, then either Phaedra leaves, or you do. If
I
you
don't
wish
think
to,
that's needed, though. See,
then explain.
I would like time to properly be able to take care of it. It is not in a state to be on its own in any reasonable amount of time.
Yes, that is evident.
Though, that also implies that something has to be done about Phaedra's attitude toward it. Whether
Which,
that means
as
that
I
I
have,
have to go on my own and try to reason or anything else, because I don't think that it needs anything like that. I mean, have to understand that I've done this many times and I've seen creatures in various states. Each one of them is free to go whenever they want. I offer them my services and they offer me theirs. I don't ask a lot.
well, you make very valid points. But once again, Phaedra has made it very evident that he will not be reasoned with. Both of you are two immovable objects, and you are at odds. Unfortunately, I will say that if Phaedra decides to leave on his own, I at least will be joining him.
All right.
That does not make us enemies.
I'm aware. I bear no ill will. I just wish for proper treatment of this creature.
Yes, and
If that creates a rift, I will deal with that as it comes.
but I fear that that rift might cut deeper than you might think. I do not have a whole lot of experience in this group, but as far as I can tell, I have never seen Phaedra react so animalistic to anything. To make someone of such intelligence to forsake that. It seems a very unlike Phaedra, and yet here we are.
My assumption is it's the dragon part of it. Saw it back at the library when the town was under the protections, I suppose, of the giants. He acted in a similar way, seemingly going after the dragon with no regards to the giants that were stomping on behind him. It was.
You did not see this. The library was too far away to see the
I thought it
battle
was. I thought it was like going towards the library.
No.
Hmm.
And if it was going to the library anyways, the library doesn't really have that much of windows in that direction to be able to see it, and it was too far away to be able to see clearly. Because
Well,
from
I
the
at least
opposite side of
seen
the
like,
front.
is the intention towards the dragon head of the chimera? Is that right? I mean,
Yes, I do believe, yeah.
It did point directly to the dragon head when
To
I.
the dragon
yeah.
head, so yeah.
Yeah.
So you can probably
You do know that.
Well, it would be even less appropriate to just cut one of its heads off. You know that. I know that.
I don't exactly plan on doing that. I have other.
Yes, which is why I'm saying that it's less of a problem of the creature, less of a problem of that head and more just the creature as a whole. Because it can't survive without that third head, likely.
Yes, and I think that there is one. So the options here are get rid of it because of its head, or try to change the mind of someone who hates the head. Now, I think one of these is far easier to change, if not like easy in its own right, but I think it's more doable. At least towards this specific creature. It has
Well,
many
think
heads.
about what you're saying. For just half a second. Which is easier? Convincing a fanatic that what he's doing is incorrect. Convincing someone who is so animalistic under these circumstances that they no longer think logically and go to extremes to the point of, without any other second thought, assaulting something to the point of death. Or taking a beast, healing it, feeding it, and letting it leave.
I would like time. I'll keep the beast. I'll keep it away from Phaedra, but I would like time.
Can you?
Yes, yes, I can.
It seems to have a mind of its own, being an animal.
Exactly. I'm trying to make sure that it does not do anything. It has
We
been in
also
some
understand.
psycho's basement for God knows how long.
Yes, you are correct. But
It
keeping
has
it here
absolutely
will
no
leave
reason
it,
to be out in the wild. I mean, what experience does it have?
except for the fact that it's an animal, and that's called nature. And animals are slaughtered in the thousands every
Yes.
minute. And do you call those people psychos? No, they are surviving. This
Poses no
creature,
poses
well,
zero
very
threat.
clearly, it defies typical biology. Meaning that it already has an edge in the natural world. Healing it, feeding it, and sending it off would give it likely its best chance outside of, well, yes, a contract. But if you would really like to explain to someone who lacks self-control the idea that what torments them will remain, or they will not, when it is much easier to either have, if you wish it to be just you tied to this creature, and you wish no issues, the easiest solution is for you to either A, feed it, heal it, send it on its way, or B, you leave with it, write the contract, and however we deal with that, well, that's how we deal with it. And if you wish to go about this the more difficult and more likely deadly route, attempt to reason with one who has already made it evident that his mind cannot be changed. Arguing with a brick wall gets you nowhere, even if that brick wall has ears. Even if you have intelligence, that brick wall has forsaken that. Whether that is intentional on his part or not, I am not one to speak. But I don't know what else to say.
Well, then I think the best thing is to try to explain my goals with the creature to Phaedra. Keeping it around is not an option. I will find residence in another tavern nearby. Even if it is just for the temporary time that needs to be fed and healed. It is not safe to keep it around it.
Yes,
More for
I
his
can
safety
agree
than
with that.
reaching.
Evidently, Phaedra can at least control himself not to charge out here and kill it as it stands. But I would not like to risk that, yes. Find somewhere else, preferably not in a public place where someone else could do it harm.
Of course.
Well, I will wait for you in the tavern.
Caught with that whole conversation and the moment you kind of gestured to the chimera, and I'm assuming that you looked over to it.
Multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times. You kind of see it kind of stare off into a direction. And following its gaze, you see it staring at the obvious volcano.
That seems like a problem.
I believe we may have more things to think about. I doubt the giants would appreciate this much.
All right.
And I also presume that they would assume it, or they would prefer it to be dead. And I doubt that they will be reasoned with either. Those with more strength are likely less to be reasoned with. And I doubt we could deal with an entire military of fire giants and storm giants.
All right, I'm just going to kind of go over to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to quickly try to see if it wants to become a familiar so I can put it away so then stop like the giants. I'm going to explain the entire situation right now,
Oh,
and
God.
even if it is just a
I'm going
temporary...
into the tavern.
Okay, you walk off. Ragnar is kind of just standing there for a split second to figure out who to stay with, and then turns and follows Call. Alright, so you talk to this chimera.
I'm going to bring out my pseudo-dragon to start communicating with it using Draconic.
Alright. Let me do something.
And yeah, I'm just going to try to explain kind of the entire situation to them. Like, mirror it, kind of all the things that I could do to help it.
Hi, so everyone wants you dead.
Yeah. Well, I rolled to see if it would understand. It got a 2. so it doesn't understand and just looks at you confused.
All right. All right. That's the best I can do, bud.
Then goes back and looks at the volcano.
I don't know what to do to help you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're just gonna kind of sit back down and like near it.
Mm-hmm. You're just gonna sit next to it?
Yeah.
Okay. It just continues to stare in that direction. Call, you get back to the tavern. Ragnar kind of following behind and then gets next to you a bit. Well, that was a conversation.
Conversations must be dealt with whether they are good or bad.
Understandable. Hopefully this ends for the best and
That is what everyone
just.
tries to work for. Except one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, they only work for the best for themselves. That is in
So,
everyone's nature.
yeah. So, what do you think we should do now? We're kind of stuck here until that thing heals, or I don't know. There is a direction we need to head, kind of.
Yes. How severe are its wounds, do you know?
I'm pretty sure I can heal it enough to get it where it's not gonna die any minute. Um, they didn't look fresh.
Well, scar tissue can hardly be healed very easily.
Mm,
Magically.
so
And it provides little in the way of, well... yeah, never mind. If you think you can heal it, then that might be best.
I guess I'll go over there now and try to heal it. I'll be
If
right
you wish.
back. He kind of turns and walks off to go back to where the Chimera and William are sitting. Yeah. You're just gonna walk into the tavern. Are you going to your room or?
No, I'm waiting around just the tavern itself.
Okay. All right. Ragnar makes his way over to you, William. You can see him kind of walk over. It's like, just, I don't mean it any harm. Just gonna heal it. If that's okay.
Yeah. Go.
All right. He kind of makes his way over. Oh God. And reaches over to it. I need to have Ragnar roll an animal handling.
Oh god.
Oh,
Just bites his hand
boy.
off.
Okay, he has a +5, which is decent. Or good, at least. 1d20 plus 5.
Just gonna
14.
provide the help action if possible, if that can make it any better.
It'll give
I
him
guess if it
advantage.
already passed, I guess there's no real reason.
Yeah, okay, yeah. 14. The Chimera flinches a little bit to the reach.
That sounds okay. Don't.
And Ragnar is gonna cast Cure Wounds. 1d8 plus. Okay, 11. Nice. So yeah, the Ragnar proceeds to heal it, and I need to also make another roll to see if he notices something. What is it? Not investigation. Perception. Plus 3. No. 20 plus 3. 14. As Ragnar goes to touch it and getting pretty close and all to the creature, he pauses and it's like, well, that's weird, and kind of pulls onto something a little bit, and you can see that there is rope bounded around the wings. It was hard to notice at first, of how they were wrapped and where they were wrapped, but yeah, it was bounded, its wings. Ow, my leg. Happens. So yes, Ragnar, you had a high enough investigation to see that yes, the wings are bounded, in a strange way that it was kind of hard to see before. Kind of hidden as they were wrapped together. What do you wish to do?
Untitled.
Okay. The knot is pretty complicated, so I'm trying to think what skill check would to be untying a complicated knot, unless
Sleight
you
of
just
hand,
want to.
maybe?
Yeah. What is your sleight of hand? If it doesn't
Um,
work, I'm pretty sure your next step is just cutting it because it's legit just rope.
Yeah, I already texted him about it. I'm like, hey, you find if he amounts it, how you feel? Which he's
What,
not online,
what am
so
I
it's gonna
looking
take a while.
for? It's on my computer. God, sleight of hand. Plus 3.
+3.
Yes. It's like I was looking somewhere. I was looking for your character sheet on my phone, and it's not on my phone. It's on my computer. And I was just like, what am I doing?
Oh boy.
23.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, you untie it with ease. So
Magical
as
hands.
you untie the chimera, its wings being bounded, you see it pauses for a second, and you see its wings kind of slowly open up, and it bolts off and flies away.
Well, I guess our
And
decision was made for us.
and you see that it's flying in the direction of the volcano.
Oh shit.
Ah, shit.
Ah shit. Well.
Are you guys ready to leave? Leave the town?
Yep.
Dip.
Ready
Um,
whenever.
Ragnar, tell Shy that whatever. I'm still addressing you no matter what. Tell Shy that after unbounding the wings, it flew away and left and in the direction of the volcano. So
I
just
forgot how to spell the chimera. I forgot how to spell chimera.
CHIR I'm probably missing a letter. CHIMERA.
MER, yeah.
I forgot the M. I was just like, I know I was missing.
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah, good enough.
Alright.
Chimera flew away. Yes. So you and William sees the chimera fly off to the direction of the volcano.
That's not good. That's not good.
Well,
Am I just with William?
Yeah, you're just with William.
Is everybody else in the tavern?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But
go
All is just kind
Azzy and Delta stayed with you.
I'm gonna go back to the tavern to tell them that it went in the volcano's direction.
Okay.
And that we should probably pack and leave and just fuck this town and let it burn.
All right, so you go. I'm assuming you're rushing to the tavern rather
Yes.
than taking your time.
Well,
Okay.
I mean,
No.
we're right outside of it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Phaedr's in his room.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm just gonna casually walk, like pimp walking. Nothing's happening.
Nothing's
Totally
wrong.
normal.
No,
Like,
okay.
just went to the volcano.
You sprint to the tavern, and yeah, you make your way inside. You see Call. I'm assuming sitting at the bar because you don't want to go to her room.
Yep.
Yep. So you see Call sitting at the bar.
If there's no place to sit, I'm just standing.
Um,
Leaning against the wall somewhere.
your seat that you were sitting in before is still open because I don't think anyone wants to sit there after you sat there.
It's just my spot.
Yeah, that's just your spot.
You're gonna have to
That's
do-
your
you're gonna
seat
have to
now.
do you're gonna have to do a remove curse on it.
You know, once the whole town is burned down, that's the only thing that's gonna be left. That chair.
Yeah, that's it.
Just
Just
that
so
chair.
you
The world ends and it's just that call and that chair left. That's it.
Put some
Yep.
holy
And all
water.
Fall
into
does
it.
is just sit. That's it.
Yep.
Like, well, I guess this is
Okay.
it. For the rest of
So
the characters.
Ragnar, you open the door. Do you slam it open to like draw attention or?
Sure, because I know
Okay,
Ragnar out of
okay.
panic, he's gonna probably stop it by accident.
Okay, you slam the door open and everyone just looks into your direction, and you see the barmaid, Buck's sister, kind of just stop and stare and look at you confused.
Sorry, did not mean to slam that hard. Sorry. Just shuffle away.
Well, at least you got something from your mother.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But instead of being intimidated, is awkwardly timbers away.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna Go now.
Yeah. So you walk over to Call, seeing her.
Yeah.
Okay, you walk over to Call, and yeah, everyone's still kind of looking at you, and after
Okay.
like a few seconds, kind of look away.
Mm.
A few still look.
Of course they do.
Yes, because Call is there, and they're like, "What the heck?"
And they're like, "Why the fuck is Lizard talking to whatever the fuck that is?"
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna gently tap Call on the shoulder.
Yes.
You know wait, does Ragnar know that's what
I
it
think
is? Or
I think
Okay.
being
I
next
said-
to Call, like say
Yeah.
Call said its name a few
Oh,
times.
Yeah, I've said its name several times.
okay, so I know it's a chimera. Okay.
Yeah.
You know that chimera creature thing
So
that
that's
we
been causing so many issues.
mm-hmm. We unbound it and it's running straight to the volcanoes.
Well, if it has a death wish, then I do not particularly want to follow it.
There's giants that live there.
Yes. If you wish to stop it, you can go.
No, I'm just more concerned if it's gonna wreak havoc in this town.
Well, if it does, we happen to have a few giants to help us deal with it, yes.
Or we can just leave.
Yes, that would be another option.
Yeah. But yeah, it's no longer in our hands. It's gone. Just wait somehow to that direction.
I knew it was just a beast.
Should I tell Phaedra about the creature being gone? Or just don't mention it?
Perhaps I should tell him.
Phaedra wakes up, hears the news, murder.
Oh no, Phaedra's awake.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tells him the news,
The sleep spell only
murder.
lasts a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, alright.
He's like, my job here is not
He's
done.
in
Run
his-
to volcano.
He is in his room.
Mm-hmm.
So, now I'll wait a little bit.
All right. 'Cause
Shall we tell him now, or shall we wait for it to either get further away, or I don't know, to see if it comes back, maybe?
it looks like it doesn't want to come back, so
Yes, I would have figured that.
should I get ready just in case we have...
Yes, be prepared, but you should be prepared for anything, anyways.
I mean, true. Here I am, and I wasn't prepared for any of...
Always be prepared for even the most unexpected of circumstances.
Does that include you?
Why, why wouldn't it?
Alright, I'm just gonna start packing just in case we have to...
Yeah.
Far
So
away.
you're gonna go
I
to
pretty
your
much,
room?
I pretty much have my stuff already.
Yeah.
Just organized. All my stuff is always organized.
Gotta get the carrots ready.
Ragnar, you start heading to the staircase, and you see Buck's sister kind of stop you. This is like, is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. Get some
Roll
stuff from my room.
deception.
He's gonna have a terrible eye again.
Oh boy.
You have a +4.
+4, it's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
I mean, he tried to lie to Ash and failed.
Yeah.
That's true.
You're just not
is
meant to lie.
pretty smart though. Ash is pretty
Um,
smart though. What was his
She just
insight?
kind of squints a little. It's just like, if there's anything happening, I would like to know so my family can be protected.
Thanks.
I mean, we always have to be on our guard because we live amongst storm and fire giants. So if there's something going on between the storm and fire giants, I would greatly like to know so I can inform Buck and we can prepare ourselves.
Do I see this conversation happening?
What is your passive?
Right. That's things I need to keep track of.
Carl is
That's
not gonna sugarcoat it.
terrible. 16.
16? Yeah, you okay. You're too far to hear what they are saying, but you can see that she is talking to Ragnar.
And can I tell that if Ragnar is, I don't know,
Fine.
worried, or if he's fine, or if he's
Ragnar, how do you feel?
I'm like fidgeting with my fingers.
Okay, he's nervous.
okay. I get up and I walk over.
Okay.
Shit, she's not gonna sugarcoat this shit.
Of course not. Who do you think I am? Ash?
Oh boy.
He's gonna
What's
confront him
great?
like, no,
what's
get
great
ready, your whole
is that
family's
you
gonna
better-
die.
Yeah, what's great is remembering Ash is the one that said, that explained the death to the family.
Yeah.
And he was super calm about it, and it's just, and super kind of
Cole's
like
just
trying to be
straightforward.
calm. Cole would have walked up and is like, yeah, so your wife's dead, like, or your
Yeah.
mom's dead or whatever. It's like,
Yep.
what? Like, yeah, no, they were found murdered on the street. Don't know who did
Points
it. but,
Ragnar.
like,
Points at
no,
Ragnar.
it would have
Who
been,
did it?
nah, I don't know who did it, but yeah, so good luck with that. If you need money, then
Yeah. By
go
the
to one
time
of these
you
guys. Like, just don't go to me. Just go to one of these guys.
by the time you walk over, you get to the part of the conversation where she's like, "We live amongst storms and fire giants. I would like to know if there is something going on so I can inform my family and we can prepare ourselves."
Well, I would suggest to be at least prepared for something conflict, not necessarily between the giants, but the giants and something else.
And that something else is
Something that you have no business learning. We had no business learning it, and so neither do you.
All right, being cryptid. She kind of looks over to the patrons of the bar. Is like, all right, folks, we're closing early. Get out of my tavern. And a few look at her, and some just instantly get up, not wanting to deal, and make her mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And leave. And you see a few kind of just like shrug her off and tries to finish whatever drink they have. And you see her walk over to one of them, grab their drinks, and pour it on their head.
Yes.
And it's just like, and it's like, we're closing up. Leave. And and they all start to leave. And she kind of
Call gets a little bit of a grin when the drinks get dumped over their heads.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, you deserve that. Like,
yeah, so you see her kind of finishing up, and it's just like, hopefully there's no one upstairs. I have to wake up. And she lets you two go first to go upstairs before following after, and getting people out of their rooms to go leave so they can go someplace else of
yeah.
hunking down. Buck seems to be the kindest and lets people hunker down in the tavern. She's like, no,
Like,
go
nope.
find somewhere else.
Piss off.
Yeah.
Got a free
Uh,
library now.
I go to my room and I get my stuff.
Mhm.
I mean,
I was gonna say like
Yeah.
I shimmy away from her out of fear, like
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of her.
Yeah.
We
Um,
seem to be. How do you say? Cut from the same cloth.
I mean he reminds
except-
him
except
of his
I'm-
mother.
with your passive perception and being close to her Ragnar for like a second, she does have some muscle onto her. She is pretty
Oh
strong.
Jesus Christ, she's gonna grab my tail like a mother.
Oh God.
oh boy.
You know how mothers grab the ears?
Get
But
out!
she's gonna
Get
grab the
out!
tail.
Come on! Like-
But she doesn't pay mind to you or call, and continues, and like you see her like knocking on doors and like waiting for a response, and then taking out a set of keys and opening the doors like, all right, get out now.
Damn, imagine blue
Like,
balling
man.
someone because of that.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm getting my stuff, and then I'm
Yeah.
heading to Phaedra's room to get him, so
Yeah.
that he's not rudely ripped out
Yeah.
of his room.
Oh, you see that she skipped Phaedra's door.
Oh.
She's been. Buck has talked about you guys. He's like,
There's-
these guys are my friends. Don't treat them like patrons you treat them as.
Phaedra's
But-
cool. Lizard's the lizard's weird. That
You can
thing's
assume-
scary.
and just call. Like,
Call.
and just call. Just don't.
She
Like-
doesn't pay mind
And-
call. She's like, all right.
Well, no, she doesn't, but Buck does.
And that
Yeah,
chair is
Buck does.
permanently reserved.
All right. Yeah, you go over to
I'm so
Phaedra's.
touched.
You go to Phaedra's door and knock on the door. Phaedra, you hear a knock at your door.
How long has it been since I got in my room?
Probably 20 minutes.
An hour?
An hour?
Oh, yeah, maybe an hour.
Yeah, that conversation you had with William was pretty long, and setting the chimera free and
That's
stuff.
true. That's true.
So. About an hour.
All right. Well, you just kind of hear a like weak kind of just come in.
I opened the door. I'm assuming it's unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
Before Call knocked on your door, you could clearly hear Buck's sister telling people to leave. She's loud.
Yeah. I've just been sitting in that chair, head leaning against my spear while I'm holding it, like,
Yeah.
oh, please don't.
Well, I opened the door. It's just, as far as I know, it's just Call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just got my head leaning against my spear, eyes closed. What?
Well, it's gone.
Semi-good news, I suppose.
Yeah, and the fact that it's gone also has led this place to go a little bit on, how do you say it? A little bit on shutdown. For fear of
Ah,
aggravating specific giants. Ragnar has suggested that we move quickly.
it went towards the mountain, didn't it?
Yes.
You know, at
If
that,
it continues, it will get the fate that you decided for it.
at the mention of it going towards the mountain, you just see a slight smile.
Yeah. Rest assured, it will likely not survive the day.
All right. So, I'm assuming we're leaving.
Yes, that will be beneficial.
Sooner we get out of here, the better.
Correct. I am not sure whether or not William will be joining us. He seems to have his mind set on certain things.
Yes. And I think you've seen, so do I.
Yes, both of you have made that incredibly evident.
Later, call.
I have no quarrels with you.
Well,
No,
you like
sure.
information, so...
Oh, no, that's not why I was... Both of you are insufferably close-minded at times. And I
Oh.
suppose that is something that we will have to learn to deal with. But that is for later.
All right.
And trust me, if we come across that thing by chance, and you decide to follow your instincts, I suppose, I have no issues with helping you in that. Well, I do not inherently wish for it to die. I also do not inherently wish for it to live either. You seem to be the most authoritative around here. I will follow your lead.
Oh, boy. All right, I suppose. Let's just get out of here.
Yes. Let's.
And I get up, grab my bag, just start heading out.
You see like a few a drow man and a human man walk out. The drow looked like he just woke up, and kind of grabbing how you would like with a hamp of clothes that you just picked up from the ground, kind of just holding it at his chest, his items that he has leaving. And the human is kind of just dragging his bag on the floor, also tired of just waking up. But you see Buck's sister kind of just wait for you guys to walk in front of her, so she will be behind.
All right. No backstabbing, I hope. Like
Yes.
no literal backstabbing.
No. So
Oh God.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I feel bad for stream because they can't see it.
It's so perfect.
I knew this was
someone
gonna make you guys
punching
laugh.
through a door.
It's so
and it's just
perfect.
Buck's sister right now. it's all blurry and oh my god, it's beautiful.
It's perfect.
It fits so well. All right.
It was perfect.
It was, yes.
But yeah, so
I at least go.
yeah, Phaedra, are you walking forward?
Yeah, I'm heading down and out of the tavern, so.
Okay.
Yep.
You walk, and she continues following behind you, and walking out of the tavern, she also walks out, and you see her take out her keys and locks the tavern doors, and it's just like, all right.
Wait, Ragnar's still in there? No.
Ragnar, I'm assuming Ragnar walked out when y'all walked.
He did. He
Yeah.
did.
I just thought I thought it would be funny.
Did I send you guys a picture of Buck or no?
I believe so.
I think.
No.
Maybe?
No, you haven't.
Okay, well, I don't have a picture of Buck. I was just making sure so I could send a picture of his sister, so I don't have to try to get
Match.
something that's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah. It's D&D. It could be like, it could be a full-blooded human and then a half elf and then a tiefling. Like it really.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
D&D. Like they could all three be siblings.
But she's like, well, good luck. I'm going to go and warn Buck, and she walks off.
Well, we should get moving then.
Yep.
Are you gonna go get your horse and cart?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, that's what Buck's sister's looks like. Not the armor, of course, but
You said that while I was still looking at the meme to get out my bar. I was like, sorry, that's Patrick. Like, what? But no, the actual reference, I see.
yeah. Yeah, that's what she looks like, except the armor and stuff. This is probably what Buck looks like closest to, except what the entire, basically think of like typical tavern staff attire.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they look like. So yes. Who's getting the horse? Are you all just going there?
Well.
Together, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The horse would run away from me, so I can.
Yeah.
I'll let Ragnar go for it. He likes the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
And
Please stop sending memes. Do it after session. I can't.
Funny after session, no.
That is true.
you've even got
So
a
yeah,
chair in
she's-
the background surviving.
I wonder who's that. Called school, just perfectly untouched. A little ring of just protection.
Okay, you walk to where you put Nightshade in the stables. Walking inside, you see a male human, and it's like, you're the one that brought in the black horse, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Alright.
me.
Alright, I'll go and get her for you. And he walks off. About 5 minutes, kind of waiting. He brings out Nightshade. And he gets her over to the cart and starts attaching her. And so it's like, alright, she should be ready to go. And yeah, you already paid for the stay. So stay safe on your journey.
Ha,
Thank
yeah.
you. Sure. No. Thank you. Just gonna
Yeah,
take it.
yeah, all I have to say is be careful out there. Make sure not to run into any giants on your way to leave.
Oh, for sure. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly takes the horse.
There shouldn't be any problems that will go on.
Yeah, about that.
About that.
I don't think
Huh?
you said that out loud.
No.
Okay. Alright, yeah. Take care. Stay safe on the well, there's not really roads. But just stay safe on the path you take.
We will. We will.
Alright.
Don't worry.
Alright, see you later. And he goes back to the front counter.
Gonna take the horse.
And yeah, you go out and Nightshade seems to be happy to have you guys around her.
It's like, I can't wait to have another adventure. What the f is that?
just these storm giants.
No, walks out and
Wow.
just sees Az.
Yeah.
I think is what it was, Azzy.
Yeah, that.
And it's just like, wait a
God.
second. Like,
Oh,
oh, no,
boy.
that's fine. He's been following us the
Oh,
whole time.
boy.
Like, what?
Phaedra has a lot to talk about.
Oh boy.
I need to pull up. Nightshade is a warhorse. Do
Oh,
they
boy.
really not have stats of warhorses? Oh, there it is. Okay. I think that would be a wisdom save to not get frightened or not get
Oh
spooked.
my god. Oh my god.
5. Walking out of the stables, Nightshade sees Azzy and just kind of like seems very uncomfortable and kind of like shifts away and neighs like uncomfortably.
Yeah, same.
Now, was that
I'm gonna-
from Azzy or from Call?
Azzy, and speaking of Call, I have to make a roll to see if she is okay with
oh my
Call.
god.
She's chill with Call. She got a 14.
Oh, nice.
Alright.
The only animal that's ever been okay with me is one
Yeah.
named Nightshade.
Yep.
Is one
It's
named after
appropriate.
one of the most deadly.
It's
one
appropriate.
of the most deadly geniuses of plants ever. Seems about right.
Yes. Yeah, so yeah, you see Nightshade very uncomfortable with Azzy and it's just like I don't like.
I'm
Just,
just gonna
just like pat as he on the shoulder, just like it's okay.
Delta just looks at Nightshade and you can like swear that they're just having a small communication to themselves.
Yeah.
It's like
Just like
yeah.
I don't know what's going on. They just do this. Like
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Yeah, so how are y'all going to fix the situation?
Phaedra, you speak to it.
Another spell slot.
Yeah.
You're the only
Yeah.
one who
You're
knows
the
how
only
to
one
talk.
that can talk with animals.
Yep.
Even if I could, I would
don't
not
think
choose it.
Yep.
Like that's not a spell that Call would take.
Is it evocation?
What?
Is it invocation? No, yeah, invocation you can take. An
Yeah.
eldritch, yeah, to speak with animals.
Anyway, yes, speak with animals.
All right, yeah. What do you say to Nightshade?
I know this one's a little scary, but it's gonna be traveling with us for a while, so it's friendly. They'll protect us as much as they can. So just try not to run away.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion? Okay.
Yep.
I must persuade this horse not to run away when it gets too far.
9.
Oh, God.
It just kind of if horses could squint, which I think they can, I think that horses can squint. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Really?
I
The
don't-
squint?
if-
Really? Really? The squint? You're gonna give me the squint? Okay.
It just kind of stares at you like, no.
And you hear it respond back. It's just like, I do not trust that. But
Well,
at least take your word not to run.
well, if it makes you feel any better, I'll stay up at the front of the cart, and he cannot get close to me.
Fine.
Okay, so truce.
Just nods.
Okay. I'll stay up towards the front of the cart.
Isaac, stop.
Oh god.
What is it?
Oh my god.
Thing.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. What the?
So, yeah, so-
Why?
I'm assuming Ragnar is driving the cart like he always does.
Yep, like always.
Yeah. Well, the circle that is surrounded by Phaedra takes up the cart, so as he can't get in the cart, so he has to walk. Which he's been
Okay.
walking the whole entire time, so it's fine.
Okay. What about if I get in the seat next to Ragnar? Would that pull the sphere far enough away from the back of the cart so he
Probably
could
just
sit?
sit on the edge of the cart.
At least it's something.
Okay. Yeah, he gets up and sits at the edge. Like it looks like either like one bump in the road can send him
Oh
off.
boy. How about if I just,
It's just
try and
Cole,
lean?
Cole just looks like you can sit somewhere else, you know. Like
No, you can't. How
Am
about
I
if...
that frightening that I just have this little? I have a little bubble around myself, but it just pushes everyone away from me instead of just him.
It just stares at you, Cole, and then looks at Phaedra, and then looks back at you.
I just wave. Just like hi. I don't smile, but I do wave.
Mm,
It just sits there. So got off.
Yeah.
Yep.
relatively bump-free.
What direction?
So I would not suggest getting. Basically,
To the volcano.
I'm just gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say. Let's give that volcano a wide berth.
All right.
Volcano is west. I said last time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's on the west side of town.
So we're going northeast.
So what I'm
Is that
hearing
fine with you guys?
is head straight towards the volcano.
No.
No.
Not a good idea.
Well, Call said you would trust
Ow.
Phaedra. Come on.
But I am not going to fuel your bloodlust for that creature. That's why I
True.
said if we happen to run into it, then I will follow your lead. But
Yes, north.
If you go and seek it out, then no.
Yes, north.
But yes, we're going north.
Okay. So you head north. Okay. Start going on a unseen path, but you can tell the direction and start to head north. It takes about 5 minutes to actually exit the town. Oh no. I'm scared to look. Anyways, you exit the town. You exit the town and continue northward. Who's keeping watch?
I will.
Okay.
I can
Roll
help
perception.
if you want. I've
Okay.
got decent perception.
Roll either if you want to roll separately or someone gets advantage.
Well, my perception is a +6, so
So is mine.
so is yours. Okay.
Uh,
Either way, it doesn't matter to me.
just both roll individually.
Yeah,
No,
might
you
as
can do
well.
that.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Natural
Okay, natural
20.
20.
Well, okay. All
Well,
right. Well,
okay, I
let's
just
see
got-
here. 13.
Yeah, so Phaedra, you keep an eye out for the duration of your trip.
Mhm.
Yeah. Nothing really blocking your vision. There is a few dead trees kind of randomly sprouted about. No pine trees. So there's no trees that are able to actually flourish and grow here. And mostly it's just a wide open field of snow.
Okay.
Yeah, so continuing on northward, there's nothing really. You come to one path about 3 hours in the travel, and you see the snow kind of, what's it called? Like something underneath pushed up snow. So there's like a little, it has a word.
Snowdrift.
Yeah, snowdrift, kind of. But it looks like it was created rather than snow just piling on top and making a hill. Like something burrowed underground.
A bump. A molehill.
Yeah, a molehill
A
basically.
molehill of snow.
Yeah, but it's big.
How far off?
Avoid.
Right in front of you.
Oh.
I say you notice the molehill. You notice the hill about 100 feet away, but once you get closer, you see that it's not it was like made rather than it being piled up with snow about 50 feet.
All right. Ragnar, go around that, please. Please go around that. Wide berth.
Okay, I will.
And Cole, keep an eye out on that thing because I don't know what it is.
Oh boy, my 13.
Okay.
Just in
so,
case.
Making a wide berth around.
Yeah, my eyes are glued to it.
Yeah, so are mine.
I'm still gonna keep your perception until probably when y'all sit down and settle for camp. So you don't have to roll so many perceptions.
Yeah.
Making your way around, having a wide berth to it. You soon come across, let me think, 4 carcasses of storm giants.
Also go around those.
Yes, around those.
All right.
Even wider
All right.
berth, come on.
All right.
Back up, we're going south. We'll get there eventually.
We'll just have to circle the planet here.
All the way south to go all the way north.
Just turn around.
It's just, alright, we're done.
Nope.
We're going back to Ashwell.
This is safer here.
I don't know about that. Oh, boy.
Did the chimera just suddenly immediately grow?
Oh,
as
boy.
you continue on, kind of avoiding the carcasses of the storm giants and the created hill, you see off as you get a good distance away, something kind of move through the snow, kind of making a circle around the carcasses, and you see a worm-like coloration of purple swallow the
Oh,
carcass
God.
whole and go and dive back down.
Oh, God.
Nope. Nope. Far away. Nope.
Now we actually are going. We're leaving.
It's probably, yeah.
I
We
said
gotta
no.
go. We gotta go.
Are you all
Like-
going back to Ashfall?
I'm rather low on spells right now, so I've got one
And we can't
third,
really fight
one
I mean,
first.
anything that big.
It's going away from the giant's carcass. If you would turn around, you would probably meet the line and go through. So if you continue forward, then you're going away from it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
not right in front of you. It's to the
Okay.
side, and if you
Yeah.
turned around, you would probably hit it.
yeah, no, forward.
Well, I mean, unless we turn the other way, but
yeah, away,
just away.
away.
Go faster. Speed up. Go.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye on it. Feeling for vibrations
Vibration.
under feet. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Okay.
under cartwheels, but yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
under cartwheels, which are under feet.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I mean, we're sitting too, so
Yes.
Are you eating Cheez-Its?
I'm eating ice.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why you heard the water bottle.
Yeah, you continue at a faster pace because, of course, you would. Because there's a
Yeah.
purple worm.
Full speed.
Yeah, full speed. Having Nightshade start to I think gallop is the
Yep.
term of fast. Yeah, start galloping. Give me 1 second.
Oh god.
You know what? Oh, because he's a companion, I will do it and not privately. Need to. Actually, I can put it up here. Give me, hurry up and load. Okay, not too bad. Okay, so you see, Azzy kind of hold onto the back of it to like keep him from bouncing off as it like the cart starts to shake and go faster, so he doesn't fall off.
You can sit somewhere else.
No, he can only sit there because of Phaedra.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep. And I'm sitting as far forward in that cart as I can.
It's just at the like border of the circle that keeps Azzy away.
Well, now I know what to do at the next town. Extend the cart.
Just
Extend
get a
the cart.
limousine.
Alright, you continue on to your travel and picking up pace. After about 4 hours, you can sense that you're safe. That you probably made good distance where it wouldn't follow. And if it did notice you, it probably would have been on your tail already and trying to mess with you. Continuing on, it does get later into the night. And there's not really a spot where you can pick that you can see Phaedra with your passive and your nat 20 of perception. Where there would be somewhere to try to hide. It's really much of an open field.
Okay.
Dig into the snow. Come on.
I was gonna say, how
Okay.
deep is the snow anyway?
It's not that deep. It probably goes
Oh,
to
okay.
between your ankles and knees, like in the middle
Oh,
of your
okay.
your calf. So it's not that deep.
All right.
Center of shin.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll just try and find a place that's maybe so we can get the most view around us.
Okay. It takes you a bit, but you do find it and start to stop and set up camp.
Yeah.
Stop, set up camp. Yeah. If no conversations throughout setting up everything, who's taking first and second watch?
Oh boy.
I'll take one of them. I don't care which. So.
Oh, I'll take first.
Okay, take second then.
Okay. Call, roll perception.
Oh boy.
I'll just sleep with all these nightmares. Mm.
Yep, that's the plan. You deal with that.
Yep.
The thing is, like, I only need to meditate for, 4 hours, so
Mhm.
a 4-hour shift is not bad. That
11?
roll is, though.
Looking around, it's fairly quiet.
I specifically went for a higher perception so that I wouldn't roll things like 11. And yet now I am rolling 5s instead of
Yeah.
instead of natural 10s, I'm rolling natural 5s.
But yes, it is a fairly quiet night. Looking up at the sky, you're not able to see stars or anything, just gray, darkly gray clouds because you're still under the area of the
Yep.
storm giants. Looking off into the distance, you can still see the volcano. It's a lot further away, but you can still sort of see it. And what really gives it away that it's a volcano is the top is illuminating.
Yeah.
Um,
That'd do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the slight illumination, but it doesn't seem to be active of any rumbling or anything like that. So you can gather that the fire giants probably didn't find the chimera yet, or they're not bothered by it.
Okay. Fair enough.
We caused panic for nothing.
Well, not necessarily nothing, because
Rather
there
be
were
safe than sorry.
and also there happened to be the corpses of several storm giants out in the middle of the snow, not terribly far from the town, and a giant worm of a purple variety that is not good. So, yeah, even if it wasn't for the chimera, it's still good to be aware.
Fairly quiet night.
All right.
Nothing happens. So, go and wake up Phaedra?
Yep.
Okay. You wake
No,
up
I
Phaedra.
stay up all night. No.
You go and wake up Phaedra. Phaedra, it is your turn to make perception.
22.
22.
Of course. We have the
Yeah.
same perception, and you rolled twice what I rolled.
Yeah.
course.
Sitting in the cold and reflecting on what transpired the day of,
Mm-hmm.
kind of just. How do you feel about having your teeth suddenly bigger and sharper? Like, what is going through your head, like, seeing that effect?
Honestly, with all the shit that we've seen so far, it's like, oh, it's just another thing. Why? Just, really? Another thing? Really?
Oh boy.
Yes, you do quite have a lot of things onto you. And you look over and you see the winged serpent kind of just chilling on a dead tree branch, looking at you.
How'd you enjoy my little breeze I gave you?
Kind of just glares at you.
Just a smile. A large teeth smile.
Big
Well,
baby. Yeah.
well, I can see that you're heading off.
Mm-hmm.
Good, you shouldn't be having to wait for much longer. And he can share a common interest with you.
Wow. This should be interesting to say the least.
Yes. make sure this ship that you decide to get on doesn't provoke him. Which I doubt anyone would try to, given a few, quite a lot, know about him.
Hmm.
Because if they did provoke him, your ship would certainly sink.
Oh, interesting. Hmm.
When you go to the port city, look for a lewd-scaled dragonborn.
Any particular reason why?
She will help you with your journey of going to meet him. She is also a follower. And is protected like you.
Hmm. Well,
Kind of looks over at Ragnar's tent, and this whole time, Azzy is just chilling outside. Okay, I don't think you got tents, just sleeping bags.
Probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
So Ragnar's just kind of chilling and sleeping in his sleeping bag. Azzy is just sitting on the ground, still awake, and just kind of looking at you and looking at the creature. It's just chilling, and then back at you, and then just doesn't really do anything about it.
Hmm.
Don't mind me, I'm just doing my job as a sleep paralysis. Yeah.
Oh boy.
It just kind of like gets up a little, and puts its finger into the snow and start walking around while dragging his finger, and you can see that he's making a circle around Ragnar, and he stays into the circle. It's just like it's just like this light can protect us and like push them away. I don't know. Maybe.
Reminds me of SpongeBob. The circle.
The sea bear! That's an oval!
Oh God.
Oh
Boy.
my god. Anyways. Yeah, you see Azzy kind of just make a kind of not big, but like probably 5 foot wide circle and sits down in it, with Ragnar. And just looks at you. Both kind of just like looking at you for a few minutes and then looking at the creature for a few minutes and then back and forth basically a little. The snake, winged serpent looks over at Azzy, just kind of squints a little and looks at you. It's like, and why do you have that thing with you? It's
You know, you've came.
basically a beacon.
You know, you've came to me twice, and trying to get straight answers out of you is like pulling teeth. Besides, go north, go meet him. So I'm not going to tell you why.
Alright, suit yourself. But you really should have that chimera yourself. And I don't think that's the last time you'll be able to see it. And you see it get up and fly away.
Gust one more time.
Okay,
Oh my God.
roll to hit.
+6. 6. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. There. There we go.
16. Yeah, that hits it.
Yep.
You see it kind of like fall down a bit and like lean to one side and hisses loudly and flies off, recorrecting itself.
Mm-hmm. I just give a little smile to Azzy when I do that.
He just kind of looks at you and then pauses, seeming to remember something, and gives you a thumbs up. It's like, yes, I think this is the correct promotion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. 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 Oh boy. Go to that one.
So it's morning.
Yeah.
So you wake the others up to get ready to go.
No nightmares.
Mm.
Yes.
No, you
Mhm.
didn't even have dreams. It was just blackness.
Suck it, Ash. I sleep better.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably sleeping very peacefully
He's
right now.
he's sleeping very good now.
He
Yeah,
doesn't know. He
trust
doesn't. He doesn't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Actually, he
What
might
the-
be sleeping less because it's been so... he hasn't seen it in so long.
Alright, so you start packing up and getting back on the road again as he goes back to the edge of the cart and sits down and just kind of like. I wouldn't know enough to make him swing his legs. Or he's too tall. I think he's too tall. Because he looms over Ragnar a lot, so he's pretty tall. So no, his feet are just getting like kind of dragged into the snow as the cart moves. And he just watches.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. You continue.
You know how it feels as a tall person.
Yeah.
You continue going northward onto the path. About, let's see, 5 hours within your travel. Nah, you don't need to make a perception check. There's nothing. Just kind of looking about. There's nothing. Yeah, you continue, and about like the 5 hour mark, you see where the line ends, and you're back with luscious grass and blooming trees. Back into the forest.
Mm.
What's the temperature like?
Still a little chilly, but not as cold as asphalt. Probably in 60s.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
not that cold.
Yeah.
And not that cold. Pretty warm.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's what mainly does it is kind of blowing through, and it's just like cold.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's that.
Chilly.
I love how it's like, oh yeah, it's pretty warm. I'm over here like, warm. I think you mean frigid because warm is like 95. Like,
Yeah.
Thanks, California.
Yeah, but you continue on back into the forest rather than an open, frozen wasteland.
Wasteland. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever wants to make perception checks as you're in the forest.
All right.
What's mine?
14.
14, 14.
14.
Perception for Ragnar, I think it's a +3. Yeah, +3.
Ragnar's gonna roll the highest.
Nope.
No.
We all rolled 8s! But we just have different... That's amazing.
Yep.
Oh, that's so dumb, though.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
As he also rolled a 14.
Oh, God. At least it didn't roll an 8.
Continuing on throughout your travel into this forest, Azzy, Phaedra, and Call, you hear giant footsteps off to the side.
Ah.
Left or right from the
Uh,
direction the cart's going?
Left side.
Left side.
Oh boy. Speed up.
Yeah. Keep an eye out.
Mhm.
But maybe if you want to, then it's speeding is a possibility.
Yep.
If you want.
Yes, please.
We don't want to kill our horse now, though, do we?
And that. Yeah. No.
Nightshade has been after the whole galloping from
Yeah. 4
a
hours.
few 4-hour gallop is just like my legs.
Well, I mean, it's a trained warhorse. I mean,
Yeah.
It's probably designed. It's not like a messenger horse, so you know.
Yeah.
It's probably
Also,
not
don't
used
wanna
to
lose the cart.
carrying a great big weight, and yeah.
Mm.
So what y'all doing?
Um. I don't know. It's not really up to me.
Huh. Yeah, I say
am-
we just speed up and keep an eye out.
Then that's fine with me. I'll be keeping an eye out regardless of whether or not Phaedra says to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Though I know he will.
Okay. Keeping an eye out as you're kind of picking up pace a tiny bit. About you can still hear the footsteps even though you picked up pace. They still sound relatively close. And looking over, you see, kind of just keeping an eye out to your left side. There is an opening between the trees where you can see clearly, as the trees are kind of dense and close together, and hard to tell. You see a rock-like figure, kind of just next to you guys, walking. It seems pretty tall and pretty bulky.
Is it just made of just like rocks
Just
piled
made of
together?
rocks.
Oh boy.
You could see on a few locations that there seems to be slight glowing to it, like a blue hue. But you can kind of see with the 14, it seems to be like swirls or like different pattern. Nothing you can read. It doesn't seem to be something legible, but it does seem to be just patterns or symbols.
I have no clue.
Mm.
Best guess is something elemental of some type. But not a clue.
Yeah, no.
Is it slowly getting closer as it's walking next to us, or
It seems about 30 feet away. It doesn't seem to get closer. It just seems to be walking next to you guys, and but it doesn't seem to be getting close.
I want to test something, but I don't know if we should.
What's the plan?
Because the idea is to see if it's just running or, well, walking somewhere, or if it is actually interested in us.
So-
But the problem is, if it is interested in us, and it's more of a get out of my territory kind of thing, because I'm thinking stop the cart. If it stops, it's interested. If it continues running and just leaves, then we don't have to worry about it because it's gone.
So,
But if we stop the cart and it is interested in us, then it has no reason not to just walk up to the cart and bash it.
true. Interesting thing, is it looking at us?
Does it even have a
It's
head?
hard to tell.
Maybe wave at it.
Oh, Ragnar, you don't notice the creature.
Um.
If Call and Phaedra pointed it out, then yeah, but if not,
Probably.
Yeah, we would have pointed it out, yeah.
Phaedra's right next to
Yeah.
Ragnar as well.
I mean, it would look kind of odd if I'm just staring off in one direction the whole time and not saying a word.
And being really concerned, like, like, what?
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, you do see the stone creature, rock-based creature.
Well. Well.
I don't know.
I'm seeing what I have prepared to.
Yeah, I was looking at that too.
Yeah.
I have one that could work pretty well in case it does decide to attack. A little spell by the name of Shatter.
Well, I've got
that creature is made of inorganic materials, like it literally says, such as stone, crystal, or metal, has disadvantage on the saving throw. So
yeah.
That's a possibility, but I don't
yeah,
have a whole lot of those spell slots, so
yeah. Oh boy.
Do you want to just stop the cart and see if it's just walking by, or do you not want to risk it? Maybe pick up pace first and see if it picks up pace with us.
Or just slow down a little bit, see if it slows down too.
Well, it's just walking right now. And so if we sped up to a point where it would have to run to keep up with us, then we'll know.
Yeah, we can try it. Sure.
Yeah, you could do that.
And that way we could tell that, okay, it is interested in us for whatever reason, and please someone know some language that this thing might know. Like, I doubt it. I don't think it knows Common or Elvish.
Yeah.
So, or any other stuff that I know. So that would no. I seriously doubt it knows any of the languages that I know.
I kind of doubt it for me too, but yeah.
What languages do you know, Phaedra?
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Druidic.
Jesus Christ.
I know Common, Elvish, and Abyssal. Of course I know Abyssal. What
Okay,
kind of
so you're picking
horrific
up
woman
pace?
would be? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so picking up pace and watching this creature, being able to easily spot it now.
Yeah. To see if it picks up pace with us.
And yes, it does pick up pace.
Oh boy.
Oh my. Okay.
Once again, is it getting any closer over time, or is it maintaining 30
No,
feet?
it's not close. It's not getting closer. It's just trying to pick up pace with you guys.
Guess we gotta go full speed.
I don't think that's gonna help, because I think it's just
No.
we were going at a normal cart pace and it was walking to keep up with us.
So, does it look like the thing is full on running or just kind of a light jog?
Kind of a light jog, like trying
Yeah.
to
Okay.
keep up.
That's what I thought. Oh boy.
I mean, it is made of rocks, so if we made it run
And
super
it's-
fast,
it-
it would
you can- you-
impact
you
the
can-
ground.
You can see
that might-
that it is tall enough and has long legs, so it's easily able to keep up because it's using
Like,
its long legs to.
Step over things.
Yeah.
Well,
Slow down again. We don't want to exhaust our horse.
yeah, I would just slow down.
Slow down
Alright.
back to normal pace.
Mm-hmm.
And keep an eye on it. if it does get any closer, then we might have an issue.
Yes, we might.
I'm really glad I took chatter now. Slowing back down to normal pace, yes.
It slows down.
Yeah, I figured.
And it stays next to you guys as you continue
30,
traveling.
just still maintaining 30 feet?
Yeah. Not getting closer.
I'm going to look to the right.
Mhm.
Is there anything?
With your perception, you don't see anything. It
So
just seems to be that one.
yeah. Well, I don't want to fight it.
Yeah, I have no...
It's not a great idea, I don't think, to fight a great big living rock.
Yeah, probably not.
Do you want to just keep going and see what it does?
Might be our best bet.
Yeah, that's the best thing we can do.
Fine by me.
Yep.
All right. So you continue forward. Keeping a eye onto this
A
creature.
close eye on it.
Yeah,
And I
that
do
is
want to periodically check the right as well to make sure we're not being boxed in.
Okay. Give me a second. Yeah, so yeah, you continue forward. You don't really see much of anything to your right. Um, yeah, it, God dang it. Why can't things work? Sorry. Technical difficulties.
Oh boy.
Of how things want to work. Yeah, it doesn't seem to get closer as you continue. There's nothing to the right. As you continue forward, keeping a slow pace and all to keep watch of it. You see it suddenly picks up pace to move past you. Anything y'all going to do?
I
Seeing
look in front and behind us.
it? Roll perception.
Oh God.
Roll.
21. First
21.
actually good roll of perception for me this basically whole game.
Yeah. Who is texting me? Okay. All right. Never mind.
In
Yeah.
front and
So
behind.
you hear the footsteps of the giant running forward, and you hear another set of footsteps in front and off to the side, and you see another creature, not stone-like or anything, and you see the stone giant kind of cuts off in front of you, or the stone creature. I call it a giant because it's giant. Seeing it fully now, kind of out in the open, whoever wants to roll a history to
See
tell
if
what
we
it is.
remember it.
Yeah.
Somewhere in our memories.
20.
20.
Uh,
Ragnar, do you want to roll? I think he's gone.
I believe so.
I'm here.
Okay.
No, no,
Do you want to roll to know what this creature is? That
Sure. I'll do it.
you got a +1.
Alright.
I've got +6 to a lot.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no,
Nine.
not much.
Phaedra, yeah, Cole, you rolled decent enough. It is
It's
a
rock.
stone golem.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And you see it rears back its arm to the right side and punches through and knocks over the creature that you've seen call.
Oh boy.
And it's the creature that you've seen is more flesh-like.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So.
You see the stone golem just like start attacking this flesh creature.
You wanna
So
go
swerve,
around?
swerve, swerve, please, swerve.
You go around
Yes.
All right, I will.
as widest berth we can without
Yes.
going off the road.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Phaedra and Call roll insight.
Oh boy.
Whoops. Let's see.
Falcon punch.
Insight's not too bad either.
10.
10. Okay.
Another +6. 23.
23.
There you go.
You can gather that the stone golem was keeping next to you to protect you.
Oh,
Oh.
Hmm.
That makes
It
sense.
seems to be very protective. and-
yeah.
at least I was gonna try to kill us.
Well, I wasn't. Well, we weren't sure because it was a very large stone thing that was running 30 feet off to our side while we're going on and keeping up with us, and we have no idea, no
no.
context.
No.
Basically, everything is the rule of thumb with me is just it's probably trying to kill us. It's D&D. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
things don't have a reason to protect you
Mm.
unless they're specifically told to. But
So does
Okay.
that change anything of her call to understand that this creature is here to protect?
I ease up a little bit. But I'm
Okay.
still not like, okay, everything's fine because flesh thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I roll history to see what that thing is? See if I know what that thing is.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
roll history.
More +6s. 16.
Give me a second.
Is
Yeah,
it stringy flesh
it's
demon?
no.
That
No, it's
took me a second.
It looks humanoid, and what you can see onto its body, it seems to be sewn together. It's a flesh golem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Yeah. And the stone golem doesn't really like.
Understanding what they are helps quite a bit.
Yeah.
Well, Phaedra.
Yes.
Well, and you too, Ragnar. Well, the golems. If you had not presumed that already.
Mm-hmm.
But something that at least helps ease my mind somewhat is that stone one was here to protect us from either that or other things.
Oh, how nice.
Oh boy.
What makes me nervous is the fact that people A, know we're going through here, and B, think we need protection from something.
Or this area is so dangerous, there's a permanent guard here.
Yes. Or that. No matter what we're given, it's not particularly desirable.
No. So, what do you think? Do we help our protector or just move on?
Well, if it is specifically designed to protect us from something here, then well, it's just that, specifically designed. If it is, as you said, a protector that has been here for who knows how long, because this area is just so dangerous, then it also is likely fought many of these before. And say that it has been weakened, and that thing does kill it. Well, then it likely won't have any issue killing us now, will it?
True.
I think we should keep moving. If you wish, I may provide support from, well, as long as I'm in range, but...
Yes. Safest for us would be to keep moving, though.
Yes.
So, just keep going, I suppose.
So-
Alright.
Seeing that this is commencing between the flesh golem and the stone golem, you decide to continue forward. Continuing forward along your path. About, let's say, 45 minutes. No, actually, about an hour. You hear the large footsteps again,
Well,
Looking
that
at,
figures.
and
looking
it-
around.
looking behind you, you can see it showing itself and just kind of following and keeping a kind of distance.
It
Call
is-
with your insight from before, you can see that it's trying to show that it means no harm. Of like
Okay.
I'm just here to protect.
Okay, so is the stone one, not the flesh one. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's the stone one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we were concerned
Yes.
about.
Yeah. But you can tell the difference from the footsteps. The stone golem is a lot more heavier than the flesh one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
that figures.
Yeah.
Squishy, fleshy flesh
Mhm.
go a lot less boom boom than big rock.
So
Yeah.
you see the stone golem just kind of follow, and you can with Phaedra's passive perception, you can see like sure, why not? You see like kind of crimson onto the knuckles.
On his knuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, punch the shit out of that fleshy boy.
Yep. It definitely did this before.
Yep. It's just, I just like a right hook, uppercut, like just calling out all the no. That is so very not called.
No, it's not.
Also, when you seen that it was fighting, the glow onto the symbols and stuff turned red. They're back to being
Okay.
blue.
Okay.
Just keep an eye to see if they turn red while it's
Yep.
anywhere near us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Red or orange?
Red or yeah. What if it turns purple?
It just starts. It starts doing a rave. Changing different.
It becomes rainbow, like hell yeah. It just starts grooving, just running like
It has its walker
That's a
on,
part in his head.
listening to it. Walker tape.
fucking yeah. Walker
Cool shades and
Oh.
everything.
Great big stereo. It's holding
Oh,
just
boy.
like boom, 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 like running to the beat. Like oh god.
It's carrying its own boss music when fighting.
Each fist is just a giant speaker.
The flesh golem's nearby. Why do I hear boss music?
Don't worry, it's just the stone golem changing out the track.
Oh my god. Okay.
Like,
Anyway.
Yes, you continue
Alright.
along the path with the stone golem following.
Well, I
behind
relax
you.
a little bit more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A
Kind of tapping your foot a little bit.
few hours go by, and you see that you're ending the of the forest, going to an opening, and as you exit out of the forest, going to a clearing, you can see a port city a few distance away. You can easily make it probably another hour or two to go there. And looking behind, you see the stone golem stops at the edge and just kind of watches you leave. And you see it kind of slowly picks up its hand and kind of waves back and forth as a bye.
Of all the people that it wants to say bye to, I don't think it's me, so I just kind of stay put.
I mean, as he's sitting on the back of the cart, so.
That's true. I mean, to be honest, I'm probably not like terribly close to the front either. Only when I need to talk to you guys.
Cole, you can also see after, like, when the stone golem is waving, as he's also waving.
Bye, bye, friendly rock man.
And I'm gonna say you keep your. Okay, no, you have to make a new insight because it's a different creature. Make an insight.
Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. I think that's probably +6. Yep. Is everything +6?
20. You see that as he is experiencing happiness,
Oh,
it seems to be happy.
odd.
Mhm.
I just
How'd
look at Azzy. Well, you've made a friend, haven't you?
Kind of just looks over and nods a little bit. The 3 emotions you know from Azzy is empathy, fear, and now happiness.
Well,
You forgot hunger.
Hunger.
Okay, hunger isn't really an emotion.
that's one of the many senses, but I don't think that's an emotion.
Wanted to do that anyways. It just, Azzy just nods a little, gives you like a little smile.
Describe to me what a smile looks like on that thing.
Is it more terrifying than Call smile?
Not all, but
I mean, is it more terrifying?
It's more unsettling. So it's like that creature can smile.
Well, it's more so just like, wow, that creature can smile. That's weird and odd, and I kind of don't like it. And it's just like, when Call smiles, it's just like, ugh. It's just, not because it's like ugly or anything, but just because like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like,
Isn't it the same thing though?
Kinda, I guess.
I suppose, yeah. I suppose it is pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you continue traveling on. And about an hour and a half, you do make it inside the port city. You see, it's fairly tieflings here. A few. Not a wide berth like a certain town in a different campaign. You can probably like point out like 5 tieflings about now, out and about. But you also see dwarves, humans, and
I'm assuming no elves.
no elves. No, there's no elves.
Yeah, I figured.
Dwarves, humans, and half orcs. A few, not a lot of half orcs. With Phaedra's perception, out of the tieflings, you see one that looks familiar, that has curly hair covering its face.
Oh no.
Or his eyes, rather.
Oh no.
You see him talking to another tiefling that you can't see its face. It's wearing a mask.
Oh
And
god.
just having a small conversation.
Oh no. There are very few people anywhere that wear masks that are tieflings. And it makes me afraid.
Oh.
Because I know if it's anyone similar to who I might be thinking of, then oh fuck.
What is it? Ragnar, you can also see Curly.
Oh, God. Of course, I never saw Curly, so even if I
Yeah,
did,
you don't know who.
I would have known.
More animal carvings. The thing that's gonna make him happy throughout the whole trip.
Ash
Just
still
animal.
has that carving, by the
Yeah.
way. He still has
So, are you doing anything once you see eyes on Curly?
charge straight for him, full speed, park, go. Like, ram him over.
I'm just gonna.
Slam
I'm
into
gonna
him.
look at,
Hey, dude, how's it going? Like, dude, I'm dying.
Give me more
because
carving.
you did that, like.
Give me your carving.
Oh no. Oh boy. I just
What?
thought of something.
I'm just gonna look at.
Azzy.
Uh-huh.
And Curly.
Oh, right.
No. Oh no.
Okay, I will let you know the
Right.
cart is like one of those carts that has a rooftop over it, so they can't really see Azzy on the position that they are. They would have to go behind the cart.
Well,
Or
yeah, but also,
All right,
like,
Curly, old buddy, old chum, come around the cart for a second.
okay, what are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna tap. I'm gonna look at Phaedra and be like, "Is that who I think it is?"
It looks like it.
Hey, Call, you want to meet this tiefling that we are friends with?
This could be
That
interesting.
made Ash laugh once.
This could be
The only
interesting.
time he genuinely laughed.
Well, this
Yep.
could... Well, this could be interesting. Why not? Let's go.
All right, let's go say hi.
Okay, you
Okay.
make your way over to Curly, and stop the cart. Do you all hop off, or are you just kind of talking while on the cart? Because Curly seems to be talking to this masked tiefling.
I'll hop off.
May I inquire, A, the color of this masked tiefling's skin, and B, the perhaps pattern or image portrayed by this masked tiefling?
Design.
It is a black-skinned tiefling,
Oh
and it
boy.
has a smile on his mask.
Oh boy.
Oh
Is
boy.
that style colored red?
Yes.
Oh
What
boy.
other color would it be?
Oh no.
Time to get
God,
the
what have you
Sharpie.
brought upon this cursed land?
Chaos.
Yes.
That's what I brought.
Yeah,
Okay,
boy.
I'm
so
gonna grab the Sharpie.
Curly seems to pause, hearing the cart, and looks over and looks a bit in disbelief, seeing you two, and it's just like, hey, yeah, my Phaedra and Ragnar.
Yep.
And I
give
just
me.
poked my head out like, what the fuck? Like,
You are someone I haven't met before. Hello, my name is Curly, and this is a person that I just met into town. His name Smiles. He's a nice, yeah, he's a nice person. And Smiles just looks over at you guys, and then looks at Curly, and then looks back over to you guys. Is like, it's nice to meet you, I guess.
I look utterly disappointed. Just like, this is really like not like, oh really, tieflings, more so just you. What kind of people are you friends with? Like that more so
Weird
that.
people.
Just like really like, oh man.
Oh, get this. He's also a and when you say like when he says like war and all, Smiles just kind of put his hand over his mouth.
I just lock eyes with the mask.
Huh. You have a weird map.
Curly, you do speak way too much.
Yes, that is something we can agree on.
Yes, I am a warlock.
Well, if it makes you feel better, so am I.
Can probably.
I'm just gonna.
I could already tell by your complexion.
Yes, I'm sure you could.
I'm just gonna lean
You-
into
you-
Phaedra.
We're both kind of
See-
looking back and forth at the two of them having this conversation, like,
You see Curly about to talk, and then looks over, is like, "What the? What is that?" And you see as he got off of the cart as it stopped and went to go walk over, and you see Curly hide behind Smiles now.
Oh, great.
I go next to Curly. I just kind of put an arm over his shoulder. Don't worry, he's friendly.
That
Now,
Yeah.
now,
thing
here.
is
I've
friendly.
I've got a neat little trick to show you. Just watch this.
Hold on. You hear Curly's like, "That thing is friendly," and Smiles just look at Curly and is like, "And you think I am?"
That's a fair point.
Okay.
Don't tell me we're gonna have two crazy warlocks in our party.
No, probably not.
I know, but this is like Ragnar saying to like in the side,
Yeah.
like, we're gonna have two more crazy people.
Okay,
They're
so
both
what did you-
terrifying.
what
They're
did you
both
want to
terrifying.
demonstrate, Phaedra?
Curly,
I'm
come
pretty
here.
sure I know what
Come
you're
here.
trying-
Come here a minute, Curly. Come here. Just stand next to me. Don't worry about it.
Roll persuasion.
Why did you say like a dog?
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
Curly is still looking for Smiles as in protection, as hiding behind Smiles.
7. No.
7. He just shakes his head and is just like, I think this one is going to protect me a lot more.
All right, fine. I just start walking towards Azzy.
As he doesn't seem pleased and getting pushed back. Really just looks.
See that? Can't get anywhere near me.
So you have like a force field around you.
Apparently.
Looks at Smile. Do you have that? And Smiles just like shakes his head. Not that I know of. And he walks over, and Curly's like, "No, wait, no!" Kind of looks around for someone to protect him.
Just the only one near. I think it's Ragnar and Call. I think are the two closest.
Okay, yeah. Curly goes over and like hides between you two.
I'm just gonna
Kind of,
look
like,
at.
staying closer to Ragnar rather than Call.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start backing up a little bit.
Okay.
Just so the
Smiles
sphere
kinda-
gets closer to the edge where Curly is.
I need to pull up Smiles' character sheet because.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Wait, is Smiles walking towards Azzy?
Yeah, Smiles walking towards Azzy, and he sees that he can't push Azzy back or anything, and just kind of walk around and look.
I'm just gonna.
kind of look confused.
I'm
Oh,
gonna-
okay, you can't really tell because the mask.
Mm,
But he just
I'm
kind
just
of
gonna
looks at it.
look at Smiles and be like, I wouldn't do that. As you.
Why not?
You can eat. It will eat you.
Oh no.
I would like to see it try.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Skills? Where?
Also, you have a really weird mask. Just saying. I'm sorry. Why that mask out of all things? Could have been a cool mask, but you chose that mask.
Why not?
Does it make you uncomfortable?
No, it looks very childlike. It looks like a child made out of that.
Well, it certainly creeps most people out to stay far away from me, and I would like that.
No. Could have chose a better mask.
Well,
I don't like you.
I mean, look at Call. They're not even trying. Yet they look terrifying.
hey.
No offense.
Trust
No
me,
offense.
if you knew who I was, you wouldn't want to be near me either.
Well, then tell us.
Tell us. You're talking to someone who has a creature following them. More like a god. But like, yeah.
Yes, that thing.
Yeah. So try.
If we have reason to know of you, then explain. But if you don't expect us to know you or even care, then why even bother? Why expect us to be afraid of you in the first place?
Well, I don't need to tell you my story. It's not for you to know. But that creature you have. I have came across some like it. Not able to see it, see them. More of the less of hearing informations about them.
Yeah, well, I assure you they're more common than you might think.
Quite.
About as common as, well, your people.
Correct.
Not tremendously rare or anything.
But this one seems to be the rarest, as you can actually see it.
That as well as it's not butchering everyone here.
That's two. What did you do to it?
Nothing.
Saved it.
Saved it. From what?
His own creation. It's all, you know. Usual.
Something that we now seek to destroy.
Yeah.
Interesting. Curly kind of looks at you guys. So what brings you to town? Why are you here?
We're heading north on business.
North. Hey, Smiles, do you know what's north? Because I don't. I don't know much
Well, I
of
bet you it's
where everything
water.
is. Yeah. Yeah, but do you know what's north? There's the necromancer. That's north. If you, well, there's a few other towns, but mostly that is more interesting is. Are you looking to seek him? Oh, no.
None of your business.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna look at Curly. Like, do you have carvings?
Oh, yeah. Give me 1 second. He kind of pulls out a satchel and stuff, and what do you want?
Which ones do you?
I got dogs. I got cats. I got birds. I got lizards. I got rhinos. I got gorillas. You name it, I probably have it.
Phaedra just like, yes, show me them all so I can turn into them. Like,
Yes! Yes, show me your collection. Yes.
I don't think that's how it works. Oh well.
And then the first time I tried a wild shape, I'm just wood.
You're just made of wood. Just a wooden ape, like.
I can't move. Why can't I move?
I'll go for the cat. I'll grab the cat.
Okay. Gives you a cat. There you go. A little cat carving. Smiles, do you want a carving? And Smiles just like, no, I don't want a carving, Curly. You asked me already. I said no.
Poor Curly.
Mm,
Curly's just trying to be friends with Smiles, and Smiles want nothing to do with
Smiles is just like, I fucking hate you.
it. You're annoying.
I'm just picturing that little kid in the car. Do you want a carving? Do you want a carving? Do you want a carving? Do you want a carving?
It's like the kid. It's the reverse of the kid who's always asking for your phone. Instead of like you got games on your phone, it's like you want carving. It's like, oh my god, stop.
Carly should
Ragnar,
get
make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
God.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Oh, no.
Which is
Your wisdom save is a +1.
alright. 12.
12. Looking at Smiles, you're suddenly very scared of him.
Mm,
You suddenly are in fear of him. And find him very uncomfortable and unsettling.
Wait, how can I get calls now?
He seems more, even
Okay.
more scarier than Call.
Not
I'm gonna-
hard. I'm a
was gonna-
scrawny woman. Like, I'm a
What
scrawny,
thing?
pale woman. Like that. I don't know why I'm so frightening.
I
but okay.
mean, that in of itself is scary.
I'm gonna
I mean, okay, I'm
look at
scrawny.
Smiles.
For a split second, like looking at him and stuff while you had to make the save, you seen his eyes kind of flash a crimson red for a split second, and then you suddenly feared him.
I'm gonna keep looking at him and be like, "You're doing something, aren't you?"
Let me see the cause of the spell real quick. Looking since one creature you see within range.
Also, I might have to leave soon, like in
Mhm.
a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should probably close that soon.
Yeah. I don't think you can really.
Oh, wait, do I
I
have
think
to?
when you're, I think when you're frightened to it, you just want to stay away from it and be like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can actually
The feared
address it.
condition- The feared condition, I believe means that. What is it? I'm trying to remember.
And with that statement, Ragnar seemed too calm rather than being in fear.
Um. Frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls within the sight, while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. And so, if it's to the point of disadvantage on ability checks, yeah, you would not be able to hold a coherent
And-
conversation with it.
Yeah, and after that, you see Smile start to slowly approach you.
I'm gonna. Wait, is Fader near?
I just backed up like maybe 10 feet. Yeah, I'm like 10 feet away from you, maybe.
I'm gonna like grip on my longsword, like immediately, like grip it, and just like hold it. But you can kind of see like out of fear, like you're getting ready to attack, but you don't know.
Are you backing
I-
away?
Yeah, like backing away.
And
Like,
I
Hmm.
put my hand out in front of you, kind of like, at least to Smiles, not like don't hurt him because I'll attack you. More so, just like not yet.
Not
oh
yet.
wow.
It's called.
Smiles just looks at you, seeing that you have your hand on your sword,
give him a
and
little
sees
grin.
that you're like backing away. Ragnar is just like, oh, what's wrong? You were just making fun of my mask earlier.
You might see behind Ragnar that I have poison coming out of my hand. It's just poison spray. It's just kind of radiating off of it. I'm not casting it yet.
Phaedra has
You
become
see,
the
you see, you
overprotective
see,
dad.
you see, Smiles also lift up his mask a tiny bit, suddenly southern,
A tiny bit.
a tiny bit to show his mouth, and he is constantly smiling.
Hmm.
I
And that's
smile
where we're
back to
going,
him.
and that's where we're going to end the session.
I smile back to him, though. I do smile back.
Oh boy. Two
where
scary
we're gonna end the
smiles
session.
going back and forth. Oh boy.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
Colin's a
boy.
master of just,
There it
all
goes.
right, you do that to me, I do that to you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's what she's doing. All right. Well, end in stream.